they're usually like, shut up and sing. Hey, you're cute. You're really cute. You're pretty cute too. I've seen you around somewhere. Where were you 20 years ago? I mean, I grew up in 90s England where nobody was out, let alone cute. I mean, here we are at Hilton for an event to raise money for kids in need for the Point Foundation with a gay, all-American country singing sensation. I mean, times have changed, right? Indeed, times have changed. Just look at all you here. In this beautiful room, I gotta say, at least this is the most beautiful room I've ever played in. With the most beautiful people. I've got to tell you, your predecessors in this room were Hilton, and apparently every president since Truman. So you have a pretty big shoes to fill. Yeah. But luckily, we have a lot of questions here. So my job is incredibly easy, thanks to the good people at Hilton. They've sent me questions from your many fans, I have to say, across the world. I'm really impressed. We have a question here from someone in Iran, someone from the UK, a couple from the UK, my home country. But I have to start with a question that must be on all our minds right now. It's from Bob Buck.
Bob, Uncle Bob, where are you? Where is he? Uncle Bob. Uncle Bob, way back.
This is my favorite question. What qualities do you look for in a boyfriend?
What qualities do I look for in a boyfriend? I would say that combination of strength and tenderness. I think that is, the modern, all-American man. Someone that is just not even American. I say that just because of my song. But from any country, someone who just embodies that strength and tenderness. Someone who's confident. Someone who's not afraid to be who they are, and someone who knows who they are. And lets that shine through. I think that's what makes a man to me. When you could, be strong and yet acknowledge your tenderness. That's a beautiful thing, and I'm sold.
This one is equally important to all of us, I think. What is your workout regimen?
So Bob, you fit that.
This is Edward William from Chicago, your hood. What is your workout regimen, and how can I look that good?
Become really obsessed with something and don't sleep and don't eat anything other than protein shakes. Well, that was true for the last 2 months, but yeah, I've been working out for a while, but especially, people are posting all these pictures of me from 4 years ago from, my shoots. I don't quite look exactly like that anymore. But when I was working out, 4 or 5 times a week. About an hour is all you need. My body just burns everything up really easily, so I never did any cardio. But yeah, just eating protein. There's no secrets, guys. It's just go to the gym and set an attainable goal and go with that. That's really the most important thing. Eat protein and get that from chicken and supplement protein and whole grain oatmeal. I just dump a bunch of oats down my throat and wash that shit down with water and I'm good to go.
It sounds so easy. I don't want to be wrong with these ears, but I'm going to try that tomorrow morning.
Well, look at my mother is just so beautiful. That's where I get it from, obviously.
Let's just acknowledge you have the whole family here tonight, right?
Yeah, I have a lot of my family here. Look at my sister and my brother. I call them brother and sister bear. And my auntie died, and my grandmother. She's such an inspiration to me. Wonderful people.
Well, I met your grandmother, as many of us did, and she's...
I'm sure you did. I wouldn't be surprised if everyone here met my grandmother.
Can I take you home, please? I need a grandmother like you. I'm going to get more serious now, because we have to, right? Who was the first public person, or the first celebrity? And this comes from Kendall Partington of Toronto, in Ontario, Canada. Who was the first public person that inspired you to come out as a gay man?
I can't say that I was, to be totally honest, there weren't a lot of people that wasn't really the reason I came out. I kind of just came out because I had to, and I'm just kind of, I'm a very extroverted person, and I'm not very good at hiding things, so coming out just kind of happened for me. Whether I wanted to or not, as soon as I knew, I was telling friends, hey, I think I'm gay, through an AOL instant message chat, and that's how the story began. But so I came out really on my own terms, and I wasn't aware of a lot of celebrities at that time. That was back in like 2003. I wasn't aware of a lot of celebrities that were out at that time. But then obviously you see people like, Ellen DeGeneres, and like she's just embraced by the world, and it's so incredible to see that. Moms everywhere watching that show, not just moms, but my mom watches it. So that's why I say that. I think she has a lot to do with it, and so many other people. I mean, it's happening on a daily basis now, and I think that really says something about where we're at.
I was actually talking to somebody earlier this evening, and I call it the Glee effect. Just the proliferation of gay representations in the media, TV and pop culture and music. You're part of that proliferation. It's an amazing thing. Did you have any sense when you recorded the song and put out the video that it was going to have the kind of impact it's had on people?
I mean, just hearing you say that, no, I think I'm still not sure that I really believe that I'm, that significant. But yeah, there's definitely been a huge, tipping point lately. And I feel like that tipping point for this country was when Barack Obama finally said that he was for gay marriage. I feel like that, not that influenced it definitely did, but it was much more than that. And he just kind of, that point in time, whatever was happening at that time, represented that shift where we kind of all, the mainstream started falling in that direction.
I mean, when I watched the video, apart from the fact that I keep rewinding and rewatching the Skinny ABC, doesn't everyone?
There's gifs of that.
But I mean, it seems to be like a very smart and thoughtful statement of, not only the song title itself, the use of the stars and stripes in that video, but to me a very profound statement of inclusion in American society, and that I think is radical actually, and I think for a lot of people that does change their world and their lives, and a lot of the questions here kind of reflect that. Let's find another one. I'm quite moved by this one. It sort of breaks my heart. It's by a guy called Simon Peter A. Pasea in Morton Grove, Illinois. Are you here, Simon? Okay, good. I won't embarrass you then. As a young man struggling to embrace his sexuality, do you have any helpful advice on how I can learn to love and accept myself, even though others may not?
I think with a lot of things, there's a lot of things about us that a lot of people may never understand, and sexuality is definitely a big one. I think what we need to learn, what we all need to learn as people, is that you don't need to be embraced by the masses, to feel good about yourself. And for a long time, I didn't feel good about myself, and I still have my bad days, because when you learn, to feel wrong about yourself, it's not something that goes away overnight. But what I would suggest to him is, not suggest, but what I would tell him is the truth is that, okay, you're a young guy, you're probably, your world probably feels all-encompassing right now, but there's a really great big world out there, and there's so many different people, and there's, so many people that will embrace you. I promise you, whoever you are, you have an audience. The world is an amazing place that way. And I just look around, even in this room, and I see people of all different ages and different, sexual orientations. And it's really cool to see that, a lot of us, we have found our place. And a lot of us, it's taken a long time.
but we do find our place. And so what I would tell that young boy is to be patient, to be strong, and it's a reason there's that campaign called It Gets Better, because I really do believe it does. It certainly has for me, and I can't speak for everyone, but it has gotten better, and the world is an evolving place, and you will have your audience. You will have your people. You will find your people.